Well, hello there. Coming from the new and improved Skyrim. Phase 1 is now complete for me. I have downloaded the entire terrain. Sorry, I should say, this is the project I've been working on for about a couple of months now, ever since I really wanted to get back into modding Skyrim. Now, what I'm doing here is I am rebuilding the entire world of Skyrim. Now, you remember my last series, the Dragonborn Gallery? I was naive. Very, very, very naive on what I was doing. What I didn't do was I didn't check everything. Oh, I followed Gopher's build to a certain degree on what I did, but I kept it kind of like my own with putting in Vigilant and some other mods I have not shown you off in that series. I need to get back on there and finish chapter 5 because we go further away from the normal areas. But I digress. I'm working on Star Trek Online. The next episode is going to be a lot different to the way I've done it previously because I'm doing it in DaVinci Resolve now. That is one hell of a program, and it is 20 times better than Vegas Pro. I'm not even going to lie. I'm enjoying that program. But here we are, as I said, in Skyrim. If you hadn't have noticed, we are getting some really good frame rates. Now, I have got a little bit of chugging around the character. I think I need to up my speed on the mouse. I think there is a problem there. I haven't upped something and it's chugging around in third person. But this is currently, we're going to go around all the holes and show you what they look like now. I haven't fleshed out all the places. I wanted to get the major holds and most of the little towns and cities looking good. So without further ado, we are going to cheat a little bit. I have a manual save that we will be reverting to, but I want to show you what I've done. So we have across the basis for the city overhauls was JK Skyrim. Love that mod from the ground up. And if you hadn't have noticed, if I go into first person view, we are looking, I don't know why that's doing that. That butterfly just moved me, I swear it did. Yeah, I'm looking at you, butterfly. Right, as I was saying, now what you're going to see here is a movement animation which I put in. I'm actually using BFCO and only BFCO. Really? Right. This basically is Tomato's textures on the ground, and they have been parallaxed, and they are brilliant because I'm using Community Shaders 1.2.1. Yeah. I'm not sure with this. What this async, unless that's what's causing the shuddering around my character, I don't know. But yeah, I'm using that, and we are using the STB widgets for all these little bits down below on the bottom of the screen. If I do that, yeah, this is what I've been playing around with for months now, and I'm just jittery at what I'm doing. So most textures now are parallaxed, so yeah. New doors. I may have to rejoin the parallax gen for the new doors, but it has all been dynamite. Now, the only issue I have, as you can see off in the distance there with the green terrain, I'm not sure whether I'm going to change my grass mod or not to make it look a little bit better, or use the grass cache. I don't know yet. That's covered in phase 2. I just wanted to get the overhauls done for the cities. We are using Lux for light. I've been using that. Actually, I used that in my Bartholomew playthrough. So, yeah. Oh, and this is a mod. I can't remember what it's called, but it lets you use this. If I go into this is actually a great sword, and yet, as you can see, I'm using it with a shield. I don't know whether I'm going to put in... I did try and get Elden Parry working. I couldn't get it to work, though. I mean, if I can get it to work, I'll be happy. I've got to do a lot more research on how to actually get that working. But as you can see, this is Whiterun. Whiterun fortifications. I mean, the place looks really good. I have to... I think there's some other patches I need to be doing in the X-Edit. Yes, I am actually doing X-Edit patches. Never done it before. Yeah, this is the one problem I'm running into, is my hair is all over the place because I'm actually using FSMP. Never used it before, and I'm trying to figure out how the hell to use it. So some of the plants are actually wobbling, as you can see. Not sure how to fix that. I'm looking up how to fix it, but it's going to take time. Now, I'm not sure if I've mucked something up with the lighting for Lux in here. Not going to do it now, are you? Well, of course not. The weather setup we've got is Azurite Weathers 3. I love Azurite Weathers, and it's really, really nice little blend of weather style. And I thought, I don't know how this is going to affect the Civil War. I haven't checked it yet. I need to progress through the stories to the Civil War, which I've already done previously at some point. I cannot tell you when, but you will see. If I do that and turn off community shaders, you can actually see it's rather flat. I turn it on, it's like a film. You can't see it until you see it. But I think this looks nice in community shaders. I always found that E and B, I loved E and B, don't get me wrong. E and B was brilliant. I have found that community shaders are just as good. They are an up-and-coming technology just like E and B, and I wish them both well. The creators, Boris Vorontsov, I think it is, for E and B. I'm not sure about community shaders and their team. I wish them both well. I just love community shaders right now. See, I've got a few things I need to change here. Part of the terrain's a bit off, so yep. I think that might be something to do with getting something in Dyndelod, I think. So yeah, I got a few things to fix and patch up. I just wanted to get Dyndelod looking the way it should. And the terrain, distant terrain, yeah, okay. Trying to get up to the nope. Just trying to find my way up there. We won't spend too much more time. We're going to have a look inside of Whiterun for now. Yeah. Instead of just running around, I will quickly, if I can just do this. This is kind of like what it looks like on the inside, but on the outside, you can see the distant light. I think I need to increase the terrain generation a little bit more, or give myself a little bit better round looking textures. So bear with me, I've got a little bit more work to do. This is going to take time, and I've been spending a lot of time. The combat mod I've got in here is Requiem. Damn, that is one hell of a tough bloody mod to work with. I'm not used to it, and it puts you in such a way that you are underpowered for everything. So, this is what Whiterun looks like. Oh no, that's fine. That's fine. Oops. I keep doing that. We have pigeons. We have cats. Just walking past each other, apparently. The cats do not meow. We have a lovely breeze home replacer. Oh, I forgot. My home base is up in Solitude. Oopsie. I forgot about that one. There's a few things I've got to change around here, so this is just the exteriors.
Solder, was it? What brings you to the market?
Oh God.
Come to chat with an old woman.
Let's go away from there.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since
Yeah, there's a few things I still need to... I'm not a vampire, just so you know, I'm just wearing the armor. Because Requiem, light armor gives you evasion, so yeah. So if I go fly camera... This is what the Fortified Whiterun. Now the lore behind my choices for this will be... Every Jarl had their own idea. Their own ideas on what they wanted to have. Every Jarl, if they wanted to have a fortified area, they wanted to have different styles, they wanted to have their own this, that and the other. It will all be reflected on where we are. I think, see, Solitude? I don't know why that's not working, which is really, really weird. But as you can see, I got flat map framework working. Took me a couple of attempts though. I don't know why it's not letting me jump. Maybe I'm putting it in wrong. But let's travel to Solitude. I think I might have picked up all my money, but I'm kind of poor at this moment in time. Yes, it's kind of snowing in Solitude because of Azurite weathers I actually have HDR and also seasons, so yeah.
You should see me when you get bored, stranger.
Solitude really isn't changed that much except for the textures and everything. And yes, we have EVG gestures. So if it's cold, people will say it's cold and they'll walk around in coldness. As you can see, Devrin, whatever. And we have the Bard's College. Nothing really new there. I haven't really changed anything except for the clock tower. I thought that'd be a nice addition, the clock tower. I thought the clock tower would be a nice little addition. It doesn't take up any room, it just sits on top of a building and it adds to the locale, I think. So everything really here is just kind of pretty standard. Nothing really changes in Solitude. Except for the people. Was that Argonian always in Solitude? Not saying she shouldn't be in Solitude, but I don't know. I have one. I want to get to the major holes. So I was trying to get to... I'd already got onto Rorikstead. So let's jump to Rorikstead. I don't want to take too long in this video. I have 2 loading screen replacers, so if I... So this is Solitude, not Solitude, Rorikstead, the great city of Rorikstead. I think it looks pretty good. The overhaul for Whiterun was basically what was it? Whiterun was fortified walls, and I cannot remember the name of the the chimneys are working. And we have the braziers, which took me forever.
Trouble, kinsman.
Yes, thank you. These braziers took forever to try and get right there, not fully in position, because some of the patches, for some reason, I put them in a completely weird place. But from a distance, you don't really notice it unless you're pedantic. Oh, one place I didn't show you on the outskirts of Solitude. I don't know why it hasn't shown it. So let's go back to Solitude quickly. I wanted to show you the outskirts. See, Solitude is basically JK's Solitude, so get the all-in-one pack. We go out to the outskirts. We have, you guessed it,
You can sell off that.
what? Yes, we have gestures that I actually put my shield up when it rains. Apparently it's trying to rain, but apparently I don't get it. It's saying it's right. I never understand some of these weathers. I don't get it sometimes. JK Skyrim. Outskirts. Oh. Apparently it's raining, but yeah. Yeah, we've got all the parts to the community shaders stuff here. So the ground actually looks wet when it rains. Look at little chickens, baby chicks. I thought that's pretty good. Now we'll have to check with the East Empire Company, which I have got that in the Bard's College expansion. I don't know how well they're going to work, so I've got to do a lot of testing. That means playing through them. And hope they're okay with the rest of the mod selection I've got going currently. Okay, Corin's here, good. That's exactly what I was hoping for, that Corin would actually turn up. So he's here. Bugger. Looking good. I think I'm still in the zone where the weather's trying to catch up and go proper. So it's going to take a little while for that to get back to where it should be. So bear with me. Right. I've modified a few towns as well. We've already seen Rorikstead and what that looks like. We are now going to go to Kynesgrove. So, COC. Kynesgrove? Okay, that works. I haven't done any of the York strongholds, so don't even worry about that.
What the?
What that indeed. Kynesgrove really isn't that changed, so basically still part of JK Skyrim. Right, from here we're going to move north. We're going to go from Kynesgrove, which really isn't changed at all, up to Windhelm. Now that has been changed. Yep, we got JK's outskirts for Windhelm. I'm hoping I'm not going to need any more modifications or anything like that, so as you can see, the bridge looks different now. We've got a little dock down here, little walkways, new buildings down here. I don't think I really did much to the inside of Windhelm, did I? I think that's still part of JK, so I don't really need to show you that much on what I've changed with JK's Skyrim and Windhelm. Now, Windhelm, though, that's a different matter. Wind, Origin, I think? Ah, that works. Oh, this is not what I wanted, actually. That's not what I wanted. Right, Falkreath then. Haven't done them. Haven't done them. Oh, really? Falkreath. Exterior. 01. I'm going by a list here, because I don't know the proper word or the proper things to put in it. I'm trying to keep this quick and as simple to show you what I've been doing in the locations. Right. Falkreath really has not got much change here. The textures are the only real things that have changed, except for the Jarl's Longhouse. They chirp. Now I got the Jarl's Longhouse consistency mod. I'm not sure, but I think the lighting might be off on Lux, so I'm gonna have to go in and see whether it is or is not. But it makes it taller the way it should be. So that's pretty much Falkreath down to a T. Not really much changed here. I've changed a few of the farmhouses. The northern farmhouses are the only things really that have changed. I think this has got northern farmhouses of Skyrim, I think it is. I'll have to put a few of the names of what they are, so. Ooh, this one. Did I have? No? Okay. Right. This is a place. This is down to the Jarl and my own personal preference, so. See. Morthal. Styria 01. So the music is from Lorcan, which I think is actually pretty good.
How are we supposed to feel safe in our own homes?
Please, enough already.
Right,
I've told Ygritte of your... She'll look after you all. Please,
here we go.
Go about your business.
No need
This
for wizards in our midst.
is Morthal.
Has enough problems as it is.
I don't know if this is going to have any problems with the with any of the quests here. I think there's a house you can rebuild in this. I think this is Redbag's Morthal. It's a very, very different look and feel to it, and I felt it really was quite appropriate for Morthal. I'm trying to show off some of the different different cities, the different biomes, the different ways they can look, and this I thought was the only one there that really caught my attention. Oh, and the greenery is nature of the wildlands. Absolutely loving that. Yeah, as I was saying, this is Morthal. Redbag's Morthal. Love it. These actually have their own interiors. I haven't really found many of the interiors. I'm just kind of wandering around right now. I say I'm trying not to make this a long video.
Finally, someone comes in. Kick off your boots. Stay a while. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with.
It's 1:39 in the morning. Let's go 6 hours. Yes, I'm using Edge UI with a slight.
Time these days.
Is this place really this dark?
Welcome to the Moorside. If you need anything, I'll be round. Good to have a customer.
I may have
Need
to
something?
check to see if I'm missing something for there. I'm not sure if I'm missing something or what. I feel like I'm missing something. But this is it during the daytime. It looks a little bit better. But yeah. The lore ramifications is the Jarl of Morthal just went, we've got so many different boats wrecked on the coast. We're going to go and build with all these boats. And that's my history. Right, so that's that. Right. So that's Morthal. We're now going to Dawnstar. Dawnstar Exterior 01. And yes, we have crows in this that actually...
I've been in charge of Dawnstar for over 35 years.
We're not soldiers anymore.
Your man Horik is wearing his old Legion armor. What should I make
Right, we are using JK's Skyrim again,
Service
but
the Legion
we're
taught us
using
loyalty
Cities of the North.
to Dawnstar.
See, I'm going with a bit of a theme here of JK Skyrim and one extra mod, and that's it. Just two that work together. Are those the only two? Because JK's doesn't really change much. Adds in a few little bits and pieces here and there. But then the others don't really change much at all. And then you get the big overhaul. That's the way I'm going with these mods. So I think this is really, really nice. I think this is Cities of the North. I've got a few more bits and pieces to modify in here. I've got to make sure all the Lux patches work, and if needs be, I am thinking about making a player home. I think it's for this tower here, but I don't know. I'm looking into it just to see what's going on there. So I think it looks pretty good. The nice combination between JK's and Cities of the North. This is where I'm going in the game right now. I'm going even further than where I was in my previous playthroughs. I'm expanding my palette, shall we say. I can't remember if these have got their own interiors or not. I think they do. That's the barracks. Can't remember if they changed the interiors with Cities of the North.
It has to be. I've got to get out of this town.
Yes, they do. Right, the Cities of the North have their own interiors that go
They're just dreams. Please
and
tell
look
her
proper.
Listen to your friend.
So yeah, I think it's pretty nice inside and outside. I got to check, as I said, I got to check the lux lighting and everything, make sure everything works. I think there's something off though. So the next one is we're going to. Is it Karthwasten? I swear I'm saying that wrong. Karthwasten. Exterior 01. Oh no. Works better that time.
I want you sellswords out of my mind. Watch your tongue, native.
And of course, they're having a fight, of course, like they always do. Yeah. This one, I think this part of the Cities of the North, I cannot remember though.
I suggest you take it.
But this has slightly a little bit more changed geometry here. As you can see, it looks really, really nice. It actually looks like a little mining town instead of a few buildings just put here and there. I think it changes the look of it. And that's what I'm going for. This little place wanted to go extravagant. I mean, they got a mine nearby. They could make money from it. That's the whole point. And I think this was the only one that really changed it in such a substantial way. But I think this place looks really, really nice. I think that's the main hall. I think. I cannot remember. I've not really gone sleepy. Oh, that's the inn. Let's have a look. I can't remember if I've actually been in the inn or not.
We've got a clean mug around here somewhere.
Yeah, this is the inn. There are a few gaps in the roof, so I'm not sure whether they're meant to be there or whether there's a patch or something, or whether I can create a patch. Yeah, so I think there's a few little bits and pieces that need working on in here. Now, I'm not sure whether it's the modern lighting overhaul that's actually changing things in here. I don't know. I would have to have a look at embers and lux to see whether anything's interfering with the two of them. But I think this looks pretty good. This one, actually, I can click on that. Oh no, this is the great town of Karthwasten. And I swear I've just said that completely wrong. So that's Karthwasten. We are going to... Now, I haven't seen this yet. We're going to Everstead. Everstead, exterior 01. I have yet to see Everstead, so I don't even know. I haven't changed High Rothgard. That's not on my priority list yet. I wanted to get all the ones on the ground level done before I even see. Ooh. This is my first time really coming here, so I think this is the farmhouses mod I've got going. Does this have... Yes, it does. This is the Woodsheds of Skyrim mod, which uses base object swapper, which changes... I think it's...
another Imperial.
Yes, good for you. The roofs are actually using base object swapper, I think it is. I think it's using that. And basically it just shows that they're putting logs from the chopping blocks into the woodshed. And I think that's awesome. This is from Unique NVFH non-snowing. This is the farmhouses, unique farmhouses. This is. Yeah, that's referenced by J.K. Skyrim. Then that is referenced by the unique farmhouses. See, I'm going for a mixture of both J.K.'s and a mod that changes the area, and you've got the chimneys here from farmhouse chimneys, basically. So you got a few things and pieces. I'm thinking about putting the player home over there, so it kind of shows a place where you can actually go and live. Yeah, moving on. We are going to... Oh, Riften Origin. Oh. Does not like me doing that. Riften. Oh, oh. Riften Origin. This is just me basically jumping around. I'm trying not to make this video go too long. All right. That's not meant to happen. I think there may be something wrong. Bear with me. Right. Sorry about that. I'm hoping I can reload. I never remember which save I was on. And I've been jumping around, which I shouldn't really be jumping around like that. So it looks like Riften Origin might be screwed. All right. So let's load from there. Yeah, that's a problem I've got right now. Is I had to take out one of the Lux patches in Rorikstead. It was making those braziers I told you about sit so far forward they shouldn't have been there, and I was trying to fix them, and this is where I got to last time. So, right, so oops. Right, see. Let's try this again, shall we? Riften. And Bob.
If you've got the coin, you've
come
to the right place. Pull up a seat.
We're finally in Riften, hopefully now. I'm not sure what happened there. It looks like things got
really getting tired of your excuses.
Screwed up a little bit.
When you borrowed the money, you said you'd pay it back on time and for double the usual fee.
We're still just using JK Skyrim here.
Shipment would get robbed.
Next time, keep your plans.
Never really could think about.
I don't know you. You and Rift. Hey, you, get over here. I want to talk to you.
I'm glad you do. I don't. As I said, Riften's still the same, but I have got a slightly different Riften outskirts. Yep, here we go. This is what I wanted to show you. Oh, not going into the building would be awesome. No. Riften outskirts. Looks slightly different. You got a place here to just drop in, do some potions, an outhouse. This is from, if I'm right, JK's Riften outskirts, which I think it looks pretty good. And it adds on a few little bits over here. Yes, we are using Sentinel as the main armor mod, which uses Skypatcher, Spid, Kid, and the other one. Yes, we have. But they should be swimming a little bit better than that. I need to figure out if they're okay. It might be because that's going a little bit further away from me, but Riften outskirts is exactly what this looks like. And I think it looks really nice. So that's that. This is my first one when I did this for the first time. Riverwood. Everybody changes Riverwood. Especially proud of how I've got this looking now. Now I was thinking about putting Riverwood has walls. It's I think it's a very recent mod that you can actually send, once you complete the quest of going to tell the Jarl that Riverwood is come under attack, and you can then basically, they will send guards to Riverwood and then they start building up the walls. But I was afraid that something might go wrong. That's what I was afraid of. So let's go into fly mode. Still looks similar, but we have Riverwood has docks all the way around. I felt it was not really that intrusive. Oh god. Oops. Huh. Didn't know that was there. Oh well. Do now. This is Ivy Riverwood Woodmill Garden. It's basically an apothecary in Riverwood now. We have the sheds, woodland, as in the wood sheds of Skyrim. Then, if we go just out of town, we have this little place over here with a little quest. This is from Riverwood Timber Rest. Now I've done the quest once before already to test it out and it works. It's a pretty nice little place. It's very... That was me jumping. Very small, very sweet little place. Sends you on a little quest nearby. I'm not going to tell you what happens. You'll have to try it out for yourself. But this place looks really nice. Now, what I was worried about, one of the actual things, one of the actual towers of that mod that I was on about with the defensive structures, sits exactly where the apothecary is. Now, I couldn't find a patch for it, so I didn't really want to sit there and try and move it just in case it breaks something. So if anybody wants to make a patch for that mod, brilliant. I might even try it out. I actually did almost load it at one point, but then I thought, nah, I'm just not going to take that chance. Is it meant to look like that? The sails are being done by Dindelod. Well, I've got to change that then. At some point. I don't know if there's anything more I can do to Riverwood to make it look any better, because currently this is being run by JK Skyrim. And I kind of like JK Skyrim. It's quaint, it's simple. I'm not going to go overboard with it. I would like to see more defences around here, but I'm not going to take that risk. So, moving on. Now, this one's going to be my own personal preference, but it's also the preference of the Jarl. Winterhold. Winterhold exterior 01. Right, this is my choice for Winterhold. Everybody has their own choices. my yards found this place looking really, really nice. So, wow.
Cross the bridge. The way is dangerous, and the gate will not open.
Thank you.
You shall not gain entry.
Good for you. Not what I was doing here anyway. Right, so. Oh, for the love of... Oh, it's done it again. Why has that done that for? That's the Jarl Longhouse Replacer with small decor. Ooh, I think I'm going to have to try and find a patch for that because the Jarl's Longhouse is up here. Is up there. Okay, I'm going to have to try and find a patch to see if I can patch this because that's not meant to be there. That's where the old Jarl's Longhouse used to be. I thought I found a patch for this, but it looks like not.
Colleges they built, or how much the sea swallows up. I'll outlast them all.
Good for you. Now, what I don't know is if this... The destroyed house here, this is Cities of the North Winterhold. Now, one thing I don't know is if which one of these buildings is going to be used by the East Empire Company as the burnt down building. If it's one of the other ones, all well and good. If it's going to be one of these, if it's going to be one of the other ones, I've got to figure out which one it's going to be. So I actually don't know until I test it out. But I've got to get through a first delve and then go and continue on with our storyline to figure out where it's going to be. So fingers crossed I can keep this mod, or if I find a patch that's going to actually patch the East Empire Company and Cities of the North Winterhold. If not, I'm going to have to try and make a patch for it myself. Because as you saw, I've already got this, so I gotta find a patch for this. Yeah, not exactly the greatest, but that's Winterhold. There is a player house, which for some reason is being a right old douche canoe. Dragon's Bluff, for some reason that's being weird. So I'm going to have to figure out what's going on there and possibly sort out any meshes. Are we about to be attacked or something? I don't know. So, yeah. Got to do a little bit of work on this place, but I think this place looks really good currently. Got a little bit more work to do to it. Haven't done anything in Dawnguard or Dragonborn DLC, so Standing Stone's done nothing to. Dangerous Shrine's nothing to as well, so just trying to think of where else I need to go. I think I've gone everywhere I really need to go. Have I been to all the major holds? Windhelm, Riften, Fogwreath, Riverwood, Whiterun, Rorikstead. Oh, I never did go to Markarth, so... Nope. Exterior 01. Oh, that works. Markarth really hasn't changed much. If anything. Excuse me, horse, thank you. Yeah. Like a fly camera. We're using JK's exterior. No, that's not. That is JK's Markarth outskirts, so I think it adds to the exterior area, adds a few more walls. The ballista do work, which I think is pretty good. I'm hoping nothing screws up. I couldn't really find anything for the interior of Markarth, so yeah, got a little bit more work to do on the interior and exterior, so this is kind of like a video showcasing what I've done so far. So I think that's what I wanted to do. We've been to Morthal, been to Dawnstar, Winterhold, Windhelm, Riften. Don't need to go to Helgen, haven't done anything there. Falkreath, I've been to Riverwood, Whiterun. Oh, we are going to quickly pop back to the stables because I have modified the Tundra homestead. So if we just quick, this will be where I leave off now. We're going to the Tundra homestead. Still got a little bit more work to do on this. This is the end of phase 1 for me. Phase 2 is when I start working on that, possibly today. So it's taken me this long to get this far. I've got to do a lot of bug fixes and a lot of stuff checking out and figuring out what needs fixing and what needs changing, if something needs taken out. As you can see, I'm still getting plopping lots, but sometimes it's okay, but sometimes it's not, which is weird. This is a new Tundra farmstead. I haven't got the keys to this place, so don't worry about it. Excuse me, I had to go and cough then. This is Tundra Homestead. The new and improved Tundra Homestead. We do have trees that are clipping through. So I think I'm going to have a look at Wilds of the Northlands and see if there's any patches for the Tundra Homestead mod. I think it's TC 15, I think. Yeah, CT 15 CC Tundra Homestead expanded. I think it looks pretty good, except for the trees that are kind of clipping through. So I got a few things to change, a few things to edit, a few things to patch. So yeah, where'd I go? There I am. So yeah, this is what I've been working on for the past few months. I'm hoping the name that I've called it, I don't even know if I'm even going to upload this onto Wildjack as a free mod or anything like that. I'm not that great, so I'm not even that good. I'm working on this as my own little project and maybe do a playthrough on stream sometime. Once I get past phase 2. Phase 2 is going to be a long running part that I've got to go through. As I said, this is a project, personal project for myself. Basically, I've called it Skyrim is Reborn. Yes, I know there's a mod pack out there called Skyrim Reborn, which I did actually name my mod pack as before I found it, and then I renamed my mod pack on Mod Organizer too. Yes, I'm using that, so I've got to figure out what I'm doing wrong, where I'm making the wrong moves, and from here on, I think it's more load order wise that I'm making a few mistakes on, so I'm hoping to get that right soon. I've been taking a lot of inspiration from a person called Piggy Boss. A lot of people hate him, a lot of people love him. Shout out to him who got me started on this mod pack for myself. Possibly for you, I don't even know if I'm even going to do that. But I've rambled on long enough. So yeah, have I got any other weapons on me or did I sell them all? I haven't got any new animations for the bow. So on this note, we're going to walk forward Yes. A longsword in one hand. Or greatsword in one hand. Love it. I'll just give you a quick show on the mod configurations which I have got so far. And yes, Legacy of the Dragonborn is here because I needed it for the Solitude mod. So yes, there's Requiem and the magic version as well. And Requiem Souls-like as well. I thought that'd be a good one to have. So if you die, you go back to your last save point. As I said, that's enough of me rambling. I will bid you Toodly Pipski, and apparently I can knock over cars. Of course. If I'm not careful, I can actually run into people and hurt them. But as I was saying, on that note, from the stars we came, to the stars we return. Bye-bye.